Welcome back to week 2 of the Saturday Dopamine Recovery Group, the little corner of the internet where the overstimulated, the anxious, the exhausted, and the iced coffee dependent come to breathe for just a moment. If your nervous system has been screaming at you all week, you're in the right place, sis. Take a sip, unclench your jaw. You made it. And I'm glad you're here. This entire week felt like sensory overload with no off switch. Overstimulated, anxious, full, chaotic gremlin energy. Like, I've had too many tabs open in my brain with absolutely zero RAM left to run any of them. Everything felt loud. Everything felt urgent. Everything felt like it demanded more from me than I actually had to give. And I know some of you felt that too. So before we go deeper, take a second. Literally a second. And think of 3 words that describe your week. Say them out loud or drop them in the comments. I'll actually pause for you. Mine, overstimulated, anxious, gremlin. And let me tell you, my body has been on strike too. Headaches, body fatigue so heavy I felt like gravity was personally mad at me. Brain fog thick enough to spread on toast. And don't even get me started on the sensory overload. Oh my God. Even the sound of the refrigerator humming felt aggressive. It's wild how your brain can be exhausted yet overstimulated at the exact same time. It's like it wants to shut down and explode simultaneously. And honestly, saying it out loud makes it feel less lonely. And with Thanksgiving coming up, the emotions have been hitting harder. I've been missing my grandfather a lot. This season always brings up memories. The good ones, the funny ones, the quiet ones, and the ones that just ache. And when you have ADHD, grief, it just doesn't sit quietly. It doesn't whisper. It shows up like a full volume emotional earthquake. We feel things deeper, louder, and longer. No dimmer switch, no buffer, just big feelings in a very tired body. If you're missing someone too, you can leave their initials or a little heart in the comments. We can hold space together. Then there's the regular life chaos on top of everything else. My son's still healing from his wisdom teeth. My husband's been dealing with a 4-day migraine, which feels illegal at this point. And me, I've been trying to take care of everyone while my nervous system is like, girl, we ain't okay. There were moments where someone asked me a simple question like, what do you want for dinner? And my brain completely blue screened. Full system crash. Nothing loaded. I had no thoughts. There was just static. It's exhausting to carry so much at once. And half the time, I don't even realize how much I'm holding on to until I suddenly feel the weight of it all at the same time. I know some of you do that too. You push through and you push through until one day your body taps you on the shoulder like, hey, we're done. But there was something good this week. I was cleared by cardiology. That alone lifted a huge weight off my chest, and honestly, I'm giving myself credit for remembering the appointment in the first place. With ADHD, remembering an appointment should count as an Olympic event. I mean, shit. I deserve a medal. Maybe a certificate. A cookie. I don't know, something. So, if you had even one tiny win this week, I don't know, something that seems small to everyone else but felt big to you, drop it in the comments. We celebrate micro wins here. And honestly, half of the wins we have in a week are things nobody ever sees. The invisible labor, the emotional load we carry quietly. All the times you kept yourself from spiraling or held your tongue when you were overstimulated or made a tiny choice that saved your sanity later. Yeah. People don't realize how much energy it takes just to function when your brain is juggling fireworks and your body is running on fumes. But we do. And that's why the smallest things, remembering something, following through on a task, or just taking a moment to breathe, they absolutely count here. I'm also learning that slowing down is not a moral failure. It's not laziness. It's self-preservation. I keep trying to operate like I'm a fully charged battery, when in reality, I'm a phone stuck at 8%, overheating, too many running apps, and praying no one opens a single more tab. So if I moved slower this week, if dishes didn't get done, if laundry stayed in a pile, if I had to sit in silence for 10 minutes before doing anything, maybe that wasn't me being unmotivated. Maybe, just maybe, that was me listening to my body. Maybe that was my nervous system begging for mercy. And that brings me to the thing I wanted to do this week, but just didn't. I wanted to clean the kitchen and the living room. I wanted to get everything reset and tidy and quiet. But my mind said yes, while my body said absolutely not. And the gap between those two things, that's where the guilt likes to live. But the truth is, capacity isn't a choice. If the tank is empty, it's empty. You can't pour from fumes. And you don't need productivity to justify being tired. Sometimes you have nothing left, and that's a valid place to be. So for this week, I'm officially calling week 2 a nervous system reset. Not a productivity week, not a hustle week, not a fix your entire life in 24 hours week, just a reset. A slow exhale, a moment where you unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, and remind your body that it is safe to stop bracing, safe to rest, safe to soften, even just a little. As we wrap up this week, I just want to say this. This week was heavy, draining, overstimulating, emotional. Maybe you weren't your best self. Maybe you were tired or forgetful or short-tempered or on autopilot. Maybe you cried, coasted, shut down, but you made it through the week. You showed up here. You carved out this moment for yourself, and that matters. Sometimes surviving the week is the win. Sometimes showing up messy is the accomplishment. Proud of you.